Hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Pleasure to see you all back here again. Today we're going to be doing some Goblin Cave raids. I've taken some time to kind of research and look more into what I want to do, and I've decided that I want to level up the Leathersmith alongside the Alchemist. Um, and the reason for this being is that he provides like all the little basic necessities via the squire. So you could get, the adventuring boots, the heavy leather, all that stuff. But the ones that we're mostly looking for, we already have one of them here. It's the occultist boots. It gives us a lot of will, knowledge, overall just fantastic to always have. And these, the rawhide gloves. Rawhide gloves, the occultist boots, and there's a little equipment called leather chassis that we really, really want from them. Now, it's not going to be super easy to get it to the point where we need it to be, but we'll be able to do it. And eventually we'll get the tailor up there because he has a chest piece that we want, some mystic vestments, and they also provide, low movement speed penalty and give us some will there. So let's check the quest out. We got to survive the dungeon 6 times. Not an easy task, but I'm sure we can make it through. Eventually, we're also going to need to go to kill some cross skeletons, specifically the archers and the crossbowmen, and we need to kill quite a few of them. Now, since we're going to be going into the goblin caves, we might as well do this, get the XP, money, and bandages, and such on and so forth. The goblin archers, axemen, and warriors, we're going to kill all of these, like, just generally through our times, our 6 raids, so I'm not super worried about focusing on it. The alchemist, now, this one, we need to go to the ice cavern, as it says, to kill some kobolds. This, the dark magic library, a howling crypt, which will be done in tandem with the tailor once we get there. But for now, we're going to go ahead and double check everything, make sure our bandages, potions, everything is all good. Perks, we're running knowledge and quick chant, like I said last video. And we should be here soon, being able to get into the Goblin Caves raid. Now, always make sure you're stacking a bunch of protection pots if you can. If not, it's not a big deal. But with that being said, we'll cut to when we get into the raid. Alright. So we're in the goblin maze. We got spiders over there we can see. Plenty of pots around for us to break. We got a goblin archer and a death beetle. Remember, with all archers, you move horizontally. Goes with goblin archers too. The death beetle, you do the same thing. Always move in one direction. Watch. He comes in, shoots us straight. Boom. Super simple, super easy. This is kind of the beginner dungeon, if you will. Very nice to just kind of get started learning all your stuff. They have very telegraphed attacks for the most part in here. But we do have to be careful. This is the map everyone goes on to PvP. So it's very likely we will see some action. And before we do, I kind of want to give a sort of basic tutorial on casting as a wizard. So what you do, let's say I had an enemy here. If I wanted to try and hit them, what I would do, I'd come, and before I start casting the spell, I want to jump, right? So jump, you get more movement, right? Whereas if I cast a spell and jump, this is where I'm at. So you run, jump, and you kind of keep jumping, and it carries your momentum. I'm not so good at it, but I know that if you do cast, it's going to take you a lot longer to get where you're going, and it slows you down quite a lot. We got a guy here, so we're going to go ahead and test that onto him. It looks like he's a fighter. Okay. It doesn't look like he wants any smoke with us, but we're going to give him a buff, I guess. I didn't see him cross over to there, but apparently he did. Alright. The only reason we didn't get super caught by that guy is because we kept doing our little jumps. Otherwise, he would have been on top of us left and right. That's just another example of why we have the shield. The shield really does a great amount of work for us. Kind of one of the only reasons we really steadily survived that. Oh, goodness. The spiders really block you. They really block you good. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and loot this guy really quick. Oh, it looks like you found one of those tokens. Oh, yes, that is something I did forget. A pickaxe. So we do need to mine on this. We're gonna go ahead and jump up here and set it down, and we'll give a short breakdown of the fight as we rest. But a pickaxe is needed for the armor smith. The armor smith. You get some cobalt ore. Now, in that fight, everything happened very quickly. You probably shouldn't have done what I did, where I pushed up a little too close and rounded a corner straight into him without having any spells at the ready. Now, I did that because I was fairly confident in my ability to do more damage than him in a short period of time, and I know that my ice bolt is going to slow him down, make him swing a lot slower, and I'm able to get that movement speed, jump away while I'm casting the spells, and ultimately, just take him out afterwards. And I know my shield is going to block a good chunk of damage that this guy's doing because he had a falchion. Overall, it's just know your enemies, know what kind of weapons they have, things of that nature. It just takes time. And I'm not super good at it. But you don't have to be really good at it. All you have to do is slowly learn how to space your enemies and make sure that you don't get yourself in a bad position. Really what all this game is about, is positioning. Now we're going to start incorporating that into our casting of Ignite. See, whenever I go to cast Ignite now, you'll see me start to kind of jump with it, right? Like this. And that's to practice my little bunny hop. Alright. The little cave giant bats, they have a lot of health, but it's pretty simple. You dodge them the same way as you do everything else so far, and you just go in, you beat it up as much as you can, and then when it settles after its scream, you want to dodge around to the side of it. Alright, we got two more here. These are two of the warriors. Not too chuffed about it. Alright. Nobody's behind me. I thought I heard something over there to the right. But, ooh. Now these might be worth wearing right now. I think I am going to wear those right now, just for the movement speed boost. Because I don't truly need a lot of knowledge at the moment. But the movement speed is definitely something, and the strength really kind of getting me Getting some more damage on my base hits with the Rondel dagger. And what do we got here? We can't break any of these. We don't have a strong enough sword. Definitely looks like this is the way that the guy came from, if I were to say. Now up here, gotta be careful because up there they have mummies and such. This guy, he just looted the big stuff and left is what it looks like. I'm gonna hold on invisibility in case there's some guy actually just creeping around here. I don't want to get caught out. Invisibility is probably your best bet of getting away in a situation like that. None of those are really worth picking up. Also have to be careful because this kind of gives off some rogue vibes. Yeah, this is very rogue-like behavior that's happening here. And you can usually tell that a lot of mobs dead, short period of time. Invisibility. Oh. You like to slink in the shadows if you see a lot of things turned off. I did hear something. Can you hear that? Almost sounds like the centipede. Well, I guess we'll see. We need to kill goblins anyway, so we need to make sure we do it correctly. You can also use pillars to kind of block the archers. And there's even one a lot worse than the archers. The bola goblin. It has a bolas. Little rock on a sling and it swings it around to hit you with it. Just keep an eye behind you. Especially if you think there's a rogue. Now, the Goblin Axeman, he does have the attack where he kind of like winds it up. He'll hit, and then he'll pull back and hit again from the other side. Gotta keep a lookout for it. It usually gets me, because most of the time I'm not paying too much attention to it. Especially in a situation like this where I'm always looking out for a rogue that might be nearby. I like that bow. The additional weapon damage on a bow is really good. Really, really good. Not that I can use it. And we're going to get rid of these cloth pants that I have. And we're going to take the loose trousers. And arm it with magic damage. That's interesting. Not exactly what you want, but it's an item, I guess. Whenever you're kind of doing this thing, you tend to find a lot of loot that just is not for your class. And what I mean by that is you'll find something that you want, like a stat, for instance, like additional magic damage, additional physical damage. However, you'll get it whenever you're playing something like a rogue, you'll get additional magic damage. Or whenever you're playing a wizard, you'll get additional physical damage. I could have swore I heard something. I did. I knew it. I knew I heard something over here. There is a centipede over here. If it's still back here, that is. It is. It looks like he already looted the chest that's back there. Just from the short things of what I saw. So we're gonna do a quick little run here. Grab this chest. And then we'll look to get out because we're already close to the end. And we're really looking for not quality, but the quantity of raids right now. Alright. We're full. We're going to make profit off of this. Now we're looking to just escape. So it seems we were the last one out of there. The other guy that we just saw, he was disconnected, so it went ahead and ended it early. Now let's look if there's anything that we want to keep. 9 silver gold tokens. It might be worth looking to see if there's any investments we need. Goblin ears are needed for a future quest. Now the pickaxe is something that we might look to bring, but I would actually rather have a normal version so our gear score doesn't get shot way, way up. Same thing, these dark leaf boots. I like them, but it's going to shoot our gear score super, super high. And then we're going to get in with people that we don't necessarily want to be handling right now. But, you know, that might actually just be what we need. You know, maybe we try to see if we can't get lucky and get some good loot from somebody. Alright. Let's go ahead and sell all of this stuff. Make sure that we get everything we need. Alright. Wire. We're going to go ahead and stash all of it. We're getting close to running through all of our coin purses, so we might have to do some more of that. But for now, it will do. Bandage over here, that can be used for that quest. Potions of invisibility, I'm not too fond of them. But don't forget, while you're here, you equip your base gear. Get rid of that. We actually don't need the loot anymore. That's really, really early on kind of stuff. You really want that for when you're just starting out. Nothing more, nothing less. Potions of healing here. These can be stored away. Alright. And it looks like everything is good to go. White crystal ball, we'll save that. We'll use the green one over here. And that should be it. Now let's see. We got 2 of the archers, so we need 3 more, 4 more axemen, and 1 more warrior. That is not going to be too difficult. But we'll go ahead and cut to the next raid. Alright, and we're back. Let's see what we have around here. Mole tunnel. We're not too far away from these spiders just south of us. Ooh, some occultist boots. We'll grab those. Ceremonial dagger, you need that for a quest. That, my friends, right there is the Bola Goblin. So, a couple of them around here. We don't necessarily even need to fight these guys. But it's better to do away with them while we can. There's a guy over here. Sounds like we got another wizard. Oh, he got us real good. Yeah, that guy, this is why I was saying it might not be good to go in with all the gear. This is a prime time example of why. This guy is stacked to the top. Oh. Stacked to the top and gear like this. So we'll use this as an opportunity to learn. So why is this guy's gear so much better besides the fact his colors are more pretty than ours? Well, let's look at it in more depth. So this guy, he has the occultist boots at a higher level, but as you can see, the normal base stats of it aren't actually that much better. See, what he effectively has over us is that 5 additional move speed, which makes him so much faster. The leather chassis, knowledge, and agility. Once again, he's focusing movement speed and spell casting speed, so he's getting spells out at a much faster rate than we are. Now, with both of these rings, he's got some interesting selections. I don't know much about this ring of wisdom. It's definitely an interesting choice, not the best that I would put in there. But this Ring of Quickness, however, the additional magic damage is what you want to be looking for. Additional magic or additional true magic is really, really good. Because the scaling with will to an increase in magic damage is essentially, 5 to 1. Now let's back out of this and we'll talk more about the gear and why he just kind of stomped us. Now, let me preface this with saying I am not the best when it comes to gear. Right? I don't know everything that makes everything work. I don't know everything that just kind of makes us feel, like we're doing damage. But I do know that if you can get additional damage over stats, generally you want additional damage. Now, is that true in all cases? Not necessarily. It really depends on what you're going for. Stuff like agility, right? It gives so many different things that you want. Increased action speed, increased movement speed. Those are the two biggest things that you are looking for when you go agility. You swing your sword faster and you run faster. Dexterity increases your action speed and item equip speed, but when you go dex, you're looking to swing your sword faster. Now will, when you do will, what you're really looking for here is how long your buffs last and how much spell power you have. But like I said, every 5 will, you're only getting like an additional point of damage almost is what it feels like. I don't know the exact numbers, but that's really what it seems to be. But for now, we're going to go ahead and get some more potions, some more bandages. This time we're going to keep our gear score under 25. Keep that as a lesson for you guys. If you're not running super good gear, especially this late into a wipe, don't look to be going up into the 124 range. Right? Anything 25 to 124, you don't want to be doing it. Now, we'll go ahead and we'll get back. We focus knowledge this time so we can have higher casting speed. So we'll see what we can do here. All right. This time, we got a goblin mage right away. So this guy, we'll talk about how to deal with him afterwards, after we kind of get rid of him. So we got a lot of goblins here that we want to kind of maneuver around. Ooh, that's annoying. All right. Thankfully, that didn't do a lot of damage. So the goblin mage, he likes to shoot a little magic missile out. What that does, it slightly tracks your location. So try not to jump, because if you jump, it'll get enough air to wrap around and then come and hit you. Now, the goblin mage is easiest to dodge out of all of the mobs, in my opinion, because you just kind of... All of these are locked. Well, let's get out of here then. Because all you do is just kind of maneuver around to the left with zero, or the right, with zero possibility of getting hit, unless you're caught up by another mob. Now, there's nothing new here so far. Kind of want to pop a potion, make sure that we're all topped up as much as we can be. That was some interesting lagging right there. Go ahead and pop this. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That's kind of giving me the heebie-jeebies. Remember what I said about rogues. invisibility ready. We're gonna pop our shield. We're gonna start looking around. No action on this spider over here. I don't know what's going on with that goblin. He might have walked through the fire, but that was very odd that he was simply one hit to be able to get rid of. Definitely something we got to keep an eye out for once again. You see, I don't think that things like this should be able to happen where you get magic power on a hatchet. The class has both classes have zero use for magic power at all. I hear something fighting sounds over to the southeast or this way. We're gonna go ahead and maneuver through here. Alright. Anything down there? Just a death beetle roaming around. I don't want to really go down there. That goblin warrior over here. This guy is not looting, whoever's this way. Alright. I do believe this is the last warrior we need to kill. Everybody's trying to do the boss this raid. Everyone trying to. Interesting. And that means they went west. Which, that could be why that other goblin was so low. He ran through west and then... I don't see anything through here that I really want to mess with. And we're looking to... We're looking to get rid of some goblins. We're looking for some axemen. Not necessarily some warriors. But we'll take them out. Alright. 1, 2. Always make sure you know how many hits. You don't really care about how much damage, but how many hits you're doing to each goblin. Get rid of them. Or just any mob in general. Allows you for some better, Alright. Oh. Alright. Oh, we got a skeleton archer here. I think I pulled it for sure. So now we gotta deal with it. We got this guy over here. Kind of messing about. Yeah. He was able to heal all the way back up, and our stuff wasn't able to do enough damage to him to take him out. He was super low, though. We almost got him. But in the end, we just weren't able to pull it through. Probably should have hit him, backed off, and then maneuvered with some more ice bolts, maybe a zap. Something I got to get used to as a player. Like I said, this is all about getting better at the game. I'm sharing what I know, and I'm sharing how I'm going to learn it all. We're going to go ahead and buy a couple more bandages, some more potions, and get right back into it. Alright, and we're back. We're over here in the middle, which is good and bad. Good, I ended up bringing a pickaxe. Because I remember that we still needed to do that quest. We need to grab some cobalt. And this is actually a perfect area to get some. I just have to hope that nobody's coming here to try and do some PvP. went with the base gear that we set up for our first raids. Added nothing extra, and we got some beautiful occultist boots here. We just want to get rid of as many goblins as we can. That's gonna take us down. Alright, now with this. If you position yourself just right, you can stare out at the whole room while you're mining. This will allow you to kind of keep from being caught off guard. Alright, we're in the right spot to be able to do this. But you can't look too far left, otherwise it will stop your mining. Oh, there you go. We're just going to go ahead and get as much of this as we can. We need, I believe it's 6 to be able to complete the quest. May only be 5. There we go. That's a little bit better. I know it only stacks up to 5, so we're going to have to waste some more space than I would like. But that's alright. That is okay. I believe each ore deposit only has 5. But there's multiple ore deposits in this room. We'll go ahead and get another one. We do need that goblin to die. We have all of them, I believe, killed, except for, I think we need 1 or 2 more archers and a... Okay, that was just a goblin. 1 or 2 more archers and some axemen. So he's gonna double swing there. You just back it up, stay calm. Back it up and stay calm. We're not in a super rush to get out of here, even though this is the most trafficked area. This is the area I'm kind of most familiar with. 2 weapon damage on a recurve bow is really good. Blue shadow mask that'll sell for a decent little amount there. And there's plenty of goblins for us to kill in here. This one we're not gonna... If it runs away, just wait till it comes back, or you'll get caught whenever it turns around to hit you. That's single swings. Alright. Nobody really nearby that I can see. It always kind of freaks me out whenever the goblins start rumbling a bunch. Never really prepared for it. I definitely heard somebody pull something out. Or somebody walk through like a spear trap or something. Either way, something funky is happening. So we're going to grab this and we're going to start maneuvering to get out. This is a very common room I like to go to get out. It's over next to the Cyclops area. Realistically, we could take that, but I want to see if I can't kill enough goblins to kind of finish our quest. 2. Alright. Another goblin ear is not bad. Alright. Alright. Let's keep on the roll. If we encounter anything specific, I'll potion up, but I'm not too worried about it. Remember, it's all about taking your time. Make as little mistakes as you can. In the overall scheme of things, that's what's going to help you the most whenever you do get into that fight. Making sure that you have all of the things that you need. That vigor and the headshot damage reduction is going to be better than just one magic damage on that wizard hat, just because it's poor quality. Some rawhide gloves, not bad. A good little boost to what we got going on. We're actually, before we go through here, we're going to pop a potion. And just kind of beware, this is Rogue Central through here. This is Rogue Central. Alright, we got a Mimic. Now, Mimic, our first one. We'll pull it over through here so then I can explain it more efficiently. So, you just crouch, hit it. Stand up when you back up when it goes to hit. And you crouch to hit it. See? Pretty easy. And it'll close whenever it's low on health. And you just hit it until it's dead. Super simple stuff. Now, it didn't give us the drop that we kind of want. It's a semi-rare drop, even though it says it's a common item. We're looking for Mimic Teeth. A very, very sought-after quest item for these traders. They really want Mimic Teeth. Ooh. Surprised you were not dead. See, that's why we gotta count our hits. We can't just assume that they're gonna die at a certain hit. We'll make a mistake and we'll take a lot more damage than we want to take. We're just gonna bandage here. Get as full as we can. Seems like someone's been this way. Which makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. This is a heavily trafficked area. And it seems the person who went this way might have died to Cyclops. And that, I don't know what that was. That's some very unique audio there. Sometimes this dagger really does me wrong. I don't get very well with it. We're gonna push down here because we did see some stuff going on around here that we were not, I think that was a mage. The mage's, little shield. I think that's what that noise was. This guy had some spider guards for his corpse in here. Yeah, it looks like it was a warlock. I was just listening to see if anybody was coming, or if there's anybody up here to have caused that Cyclops. Or no, not the Cyclops, the mage that kind of aggro like that. But it doesn't seem like it. Now there, I think we got a little too far away. We didn't get him in his own fireball. Now we're gonna draw it up a little bit. Didn't mean to get the spiders into the mess. And here, we might have made a mistake by getting into here. Oh, goodness. And yeah, we made a huge mistake there. Absolutely huge. I pulled all the mobs, and I went to a place in a corner, and I kind of got slammed. Seems today is all about what not to do, right? But we'll learn. We will learn and we will put it to good use. Now there, if we look back on it, we should have invised, de-aggroed the mobs, and then we should have went for the spider, cleared that out, went over to the left, and then kind of made our way towards the exit. But I was greedy. I thought I'd be able to hit it and get it out. Even in that situation where I was stuck there, I could have still used invisibility whenever I was on the pot as soon as I saw it. But like I said, I was too greedy. I didn't know my limits, and I got punished for it. But one good thing, we leveled up. We got our next stat. We're changing the build to Quick Chant, Ice Mastery, and Ice Shield. Now, I think this is really gonna do us some good. And I even think that maybe swapping from Arcane Shield in the near future might be something we have to do. It really depends. Spell list is staying the same. We're gonna go ahead and get into the next one though. All right, and we're back. Seems we kind of have a thing for the Goblin maze. It just keeps throwing us in here. Well, we do know that there is another spawn here for other people. Through that door over there. I grabbed this bangle as well. Blue bangle, a lot of gold for that. Stand up on top in case we aggroed a spider accidentally, but we did not. It allows them to just not hit you at all if you're on an elevated surface like this. But that's not the same for something like a zombie or a goblin. Now, if you're high enough, then yes, but otherwise, not so much. This time, we're going to go for the 3 knowledge is kind of just better than that 1 dexterity. We're already swinging fast enough. Alright, get rid of these spiders. Alright, we got a goblin archer here. We're going to kind of back it up. Alright, he's dead to the fire. He is dead to the fire. We're going to go south. So kind of through where these guys were. This time we're going to properly take out the spiders the way that you're supposed to. Clear the mob. Get a good, nice and good pathway straight to it. And then take them out. I didn't even know there was a way up there. That's interesting. You know, the more you learn, the more you know. So here we've got straight through. Plenty of stuff. Get rid of the spiders. Get rid of their spawning. Goodness, that did a lot of damage to me. We had somebody fighting the boss. So I'm of the form that it is bad etiquette to just run in and kill somebody while they're bossing. But it looks like they just died, so we can go check it anyways. Ooh, actually, we got a... We're gonna invis and make our way out of here. Ooh, that did not work. We're gonna invis again. Gotta be careful because the mage he can actually see through it. See if we can't get that bandage off. Nice. Okay. We do have a spider and a death beetle, but with just these two, I'm not super worried about it. See, that time we did what we needed to do. We adapted, and we overcame the situation through learning from our past mistakes. We knew that we couldn't take it, so what did we do? We used invis. All right, hide behind here because he's fireballing. He's gonna hit himself, and that should kill himself unless. Oh, not quite. But what we can do here is just kind of sit and wait. Because his little fire on the fireball does do damage to himself, which is good for us. Now, that guy down there is a bit annoying. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a campfire here, heal up the rest, get our spells back, and head back down, loot that fighter, go over to that room to the bottom left with the portal, and kind of loot that room and then get out. Because I do believe, if I remember correctly, I think there's cobalt in there as well. If not, we can make a quick trek over to mid, grab the cobalt that's there, and then get back out. It's no big deal. We're going to sit here and we're going to wait till this invisibility comes back, which it shouldn't be long. We have such high knowledge. I say high. 28. Well, for what we have a lot of knowledge. And that is invis is back. We're going to go ahead and make our way to check and see what that fighter had. I don't think a lot, but better than checked than to not check. This is a zombie. So, if you get too close to him, they'll stand still, like this, and they'll start making gas. Like that. Now, the gas that he makes, it hurts when it touches you, and it moves around. It kind of follows players a little bit. We got the death beetle here. We're going to go ahead and pull it down. Kind of get rid of it. But the best thing to do is if you run spells, hit him with a magic missile, and that should be it for that. Now, I'm not seeing the fighter. Oh, here he is. Never mind. Of course, I'll stack up on those. A silver soul token is not bad. I'll take that ring of vitality and the monkey pendant, though. Crossbow, we might as well run it. I do like to use crossbow. It works with ignite. Even he had a pickaxe. We might actually... No, we're not going to grab that. We already have one. Buckler, green. Nothing else really of note. Let's make sure that this... It is reloaded. Let's go ahead and move up now. So we do have somebody through here on the left. Oof. We didn't quite hit him. In fact, I don't think we did anything to him at all. Just to kind of give him a little scare. He is through there on the left. Oh, we got a crossbow skeleton. We're gonna do this. We're gonna leave that little area. Get as far onto familiar ground as we can. Got an archer here. Remember, when he pulls back, you want to move left or right. You can constantly move left or right just to keep it going. It's a lot more simple that way. But in general, left or right. He's right there. You can see him. Yeah, that's right, buddy. He's looking to... He's just watching me. Alright. This guy, I don't know what he wants. It does look like he kind of wants to get out. But I don't want any fighting with him, but at the same time, it's not going to be very simple for me to get out. So, what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to forget the mining. We're going to have to maneuver and start killing mobs. And then also keep an eye on this guy up there. That shouldn't have hit, but it did, so gotta be careful. Alright. Most of the troubles are down the drain. Loot a bit. I want to get out with some stuff. Unsure if we'll be able to, but looks like we just might. Throw that out, grab that, and that. Just like this. Get some higher ground here. Yeah, buddy. Not what you want to do here, friend. Not what you want to do. Oof. That guy was very upset. He did get us. He did get us. I should have kept going with the ice bolt. Man, I'm making a lot of mistakes today. I'm making a lot of mistakes. Sometimes you should just let him go. But in that situation, I felt that I had him, but I relied too much on thinking that I just did a lot of damage, which I'm not used to running kits like this. So, what could we have done better? What could we have done better? Realize that it was a barbarian. He's going to run up, get as close as he can, pull out his Bardesian hit. Or a double axe, whatever he decides to pull out. But that is something that we need to continuously keep away. Even if we have to pull out our fists, run away, we need to keep space. So this next raid, we're going to put into action invisibility, ice bolting to maintain space. After we've hit them a couple of times with ice bolt, if we can, fireball them. If they're going away, fireball them. If not, we'll swap to zap and hit them with some quick spells to do quick damage. We're going to go ahead, grab some more potions, grab some more bandages, and we're going to get back in there. This time, hopefully, we don't just get absolutely destroyed. But, yeah, that's the name of the game. You take the punches, you roll with them, and you continue going. That's the only way to have fun. Don't let people get to you. I'll see you guys when Goblin Caves pops. Alright, let's get back into it. Cave tunnels. Not a bad spawn. Not a bad spawn. We have centipede over there. Room full of goblins, chests, and loot. Alright. Now that we know the basics of fighting all of the enemies that we're really going to encounter, we're going to focus on looting and shooting. This area is not a bad spawn. It's a bad spawn if you're trying to do a lot of the bosses, but for loot, it's pretty decent. Now, which way we want to go is this way. There's a lot more goblins over here. Alright, that was that magic missile I was telling you about. Alright, that's those two dead. Gonna loot as much as we can. Ideally, we get mimics. We kind of... There's movement, I heard. Somewhere. Which is odd. I could be going crazy. That was a mimic. That was a little bit of a jump scare for me right there. Remember, when they get low on health is when they close up. Not be afraid. A mimic tooth, absolutely huge. We want to keep that and make sure that we get out this time. And we're not looking to throw hands with everything that we see. Overconfidence in your ability is the same thing as negligence. We don't want to do anything super crazy. I don't hear anybody, so I'm fine with running with my hands out. You run a lot faster. Here, just this goblin, so I'm not even going to ignite it. Alright. Got spiders up here in this room above us. That's where you're going to go to kill like most of your spiders. The skulls are nice to get. I've been eyeing a couple of things that are in the skull token shop. Be nice to get some epic loot with that. A white magic staff on a table. Interesting. Now, I would go in here, but I'm not too worried about spiders right now. I will have to go in there eventually. That's for a different quest. A little later down the line, but as of right now, nothing interesting in there. We got a... not a nightmare, but we got a harder mage. When he's red like this, I mean, he has more health, and he does more damage. As you see, it took 2 more hits on an ignite dagger to be able to kill him. Got a lot more health, and he does a lot more damage. Ooh, this is the first time I've ever seen a magic potion, actually, in a raid. Believe it or not. First time. Hopefully it will be useful. Get some of this ward weed. That should be useful. Things, and then this. Then we want to head up north. I don't think anybody's really been through this room over here. Yeah, we still got skeletons. Down below us is where the troll boss is. Remember? That looked like it was close, but it was not, because I went back and left. Alright. A beautiful rondel dagger right there. 2 magic power. Actually really good. Really good. It's not going to bring our overall damage up that much, but the dagger itself is going to do a little bit more damage because it's green. But now we need to play smart, and we need to focus on getting out of these raids. Green crystal sword, I want that over the magic staff. Same thing with that campfire kit, I want that over the loot. That green crystal sword, really, really good. I really like the crystal sword. Probably my favorite weapon. But, you know, I'm looking for something new. This is the build that I've been doing on my main account, and I've been liking it. And it's not bad. It's not bad. Alright. Crystal sword, more reach on it. But as you see, it takes about the same amount of hits as the Rondel dagger. I can kill things just that much faster with it because I stab so quickly. See? And the time it would take me to hit twice, I would have been able to hit like 4 times with the Rondel dagger. Very, very good. Alright. Keep our eyes open. Somebody has been through here. Makes me curious as to where they are. There's also goblins and such. It looks like they might have gone through mid. Also, looks like a death trap set up by a rogue. They'd sit up there, jump down, and hit me. I'm alright with it. I will accept it. If that is my fate, that is my fate. I think that's about all we can do here. We'll go ahead and do that. That must be a thing. Let's check, and we still need 2 of the archers we killed. Alright. If you didn't know, you can check your quest log by pressing the L button. That'll really give you what you need. Seems like this guy is also kind of, you know, just starting out, or might be a little newer because he is looting everything. So the silver coins, we do need those. And what you see is most people don't loot at all. Alright, whenever you see them play. And honestly, it's kind of frustrating to me. I like loot quite a bit. And to see it go to waste is just an atrocity. Something is going on over there. That's a portal, I believe, being lifted. So we could theoretically get out there, but I'm gonna maneuver towards mid and try and go up on the elevator. So you might say, well, that's where all the traffic is. And while that might be true, another thing that's true. Ooh, piece of candy. Another thing that's true is that other room that we could have went to that we saw has some annoying mobs to fight down there. And a lot of them at that, to be able to get out in a timely fashion. I'm gonna grab this occultist head. somebody was through here, and it looks like there's quite a bit of fighting. We're just gonna take this. I don't want to really mess with any of that. We'll just take what we got all under our belt, and we're gonna go ahead and sell this, pack it up, and we'll go on to the next raid. Spider cave. We have here nothing super crazy. Got 2 bats coming down. Alright. Keep getting rid of these bats. I did come in with a slightly higher gear score to try it again. See if we can't get additional physical. Not bad. Definitely going to help us do a little bit more damage. But to see if we could just try and make it happen. See if we can't get somebody off guard and really make the money move. Alright. Even though we're here to do quests, we're also here to have a good time. And the PvP is a good time. Leather cap, we'll take that. Throwing knives, we can have those. Don't see why not. What do we have here? A goblin warrior. I think, if I remember correctly, I think there is a goblin archer in here at some point. So. Alright. Okay. So 5 with that additional physical instead of 6. We don't want that cowl. Two. And take it slow when we're dealing with these kind of guys. All it's going to do is give you a headache. Yeah, we're doing just that one bit of additional physical damage. We're doing so much with the mob clearing here. I can hear another skeleton maneuvering that way. I don't know if it's the one below us. I almost think there's a guy around here. It's a bola goblin. And a bow. Okay. I was right, there is a bow goblin in here. Alright. Goodness, if I could hit him, that would really be good. Now this area, I've yet to truly go down there. I'm actually quite curious as to what's in there. So we're gonna go check that out. We will check it out. It looks like there might be some sort of loot down there. Alright. Fighter Kit 101, the falchion and the round shield. Well, usually a heater, but... I mean, the armor and the magic rating, magic resist is kind of just better than what we have. Alright. Let's see if it's worth going this way. Okay. So this guy, as long as he... Oh! That ladder kind of screwed us over really big time right there. I was trying to show something off. But there's a way to dodge them more efficiently than how I normally do it, that I want to learn. And it's if they swing, you duck in which direction that they are swinging from. Looks like there is a lot of loot down here. I don't have a lockpick. Maybe we can find one. A lot of skeletons around here. A lot of skeletons. And we have a way to get out just below. We need one more goblin archer. And then we're good to go. I like this area right now just because a lot of chests, a lot of chances for mimics. A lot of loot could be had down here. A lot of loot to be had. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and pot up here. Alright, we're gonna try it on this guy. See, this is all about learning, understanding. We're not even going to ignite up. He's gonna swing from there. Alright. It's a little hard, but you can do it, as you saw. It's a little weird, though, I will say. Especially with something as small as like a dagger. But once you get used to it, you can definitely make it work. That's really the first time I've tried to do that. I'm glad it worked. But I definitely think it's going to take some time to really get it going. One physical power on some occultist boots is not terrible. I mean, just having occultist boots at all is nice. The Lightfoot boots, I like those better than having that shield. The shield takes up 6 slots instead of the 4. That was a weird little bug in the screen. Alright. Now, can we do the same with this guy? So dodge like that, normally. And then... Okay, he didn't do his horizontal slash, which is tough. We got another intact skull, which we do need. That can be used, I believe, for the skull merchant as well. The other one. Magic power, magic damage bonus. Nothing really crazy. These traps, the floor traps, as long as you don't completely like touch them, you can pretty much get away with like walking along the edge. Just try not to come into contact. And you can see, at least I think, that's right there. Ooh, Mystic Vestment. We want that. This is what what we're also looking to get from the tailor, the Mystic Vestment. Good that we saw it here. Nothing crazy here. We do have a lever that we can pull. This will come down and let us go up. Okay. Interesting. We do have somebody there. Go ahead and move in here. Interesting that they decided to go onto me. Remember, back up. Don't try and do anything above your station. We're almost out of ignites. We're gonna heal up as we move. So I hit the wall. Alright. Gonna get rid of this guy. Alright. Shoot the mage. See if he doesn't have anything worth it. This guy. Nothing crazy. I mean, we don't necessarily need any more spells than what we have. It would be nice. Okay. And there was a trap. What a way to die. That's tough. That is tough. Anyways, we're gonna call it there. That was some good raids. And it was a bit frustrating there at the end. But we got some wins under our belt. We got some losses. We learned a lot more. And we're going to take some time to sit, reflect, see what I can do better to show you guys some better fights. And hopefully, you know, go get some better gear. I think what might end up happening is we might have to go and do some Howling Crypts and some Frost Mountain before we continue the Goblin Caves expeditions. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.